Guess what?
I promise that you'll never
It's
find
time.
another like me.
It's time to go to Rewired 2019 once again for the 12th year in a row. I'm so excited. Let's do this thing. Well, here we are on another adventure headed to Rewired 2019. I am stoked. This one is going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm excited about the speakers. I'm excited about the breakouts. I'm excited about the worship. I'm excited about the reconnecting of souls. And I'm excited about the gospel being proclaimed. And I'm excited about the population of heaven being risen to a higher number because of souls that get saved at Rewired each and every single year. It is beautiful outside. It is absolutely pristine when it comes to camping weather. And so I'm gonna get down here, I'm gonna set up my tent, and I'm gonna love it. So I'm heading down now. I'm sitting here on I-35 in traffic. I'm just outside of, I don't know, wherever I'm at. And I'm just kind of, well, I'm now just sitting here, so I might as well just sit here. The beauty of this time around, we've got a group of 17 of us that are going down here. Usually it's with a friend of mine, and so, but it's okay. It saddens me. I'm like bummed out by it, but I've got a group of 17 of us. Like, I started talking about Rewired a couple of years ago with my friends, and we started coming together, and I'm like, y'all need to go, y'all need to go, y'all need to go. It is powerful. It is amazing. And so, I mean, we've got a group of 17 men, 17 born-again evangelical Christians that are going to come down here and just lay themselves at the feet of God and come to a bolder, more emphatic relationship with Jesus Christ. And that always what happens at Rewired. If I recall correctly, this is my 12th year in attendance at Rewired. It's put on by the BGCO. I think there's only been 14 or 15 total. So I believe 2007 was my first year. I'm excited about Falls Creek. It's held at Falls Creek each and every single year. And I'm excited about being down there amongst the place where I got saved on August 20th of 1993, when God called me out of darkness and placed me into his family. So it's a time to get away. It's a time to be able to just sit back, go to the breakout stations, do some worship, eat some camp food, and enjoy it, and just enjoy your time away from social media, and your time away from for my case, my devices, my life, everything that is in my world that I get so wrapped up in. I get to step out of that. And I find freedom in that, to be able to just, Rewired has helped me in a lot of avenues and areas in my life. It's been a time where I've gone through some pretty dark times in my life, and one of those darkest of times was back in 2011. And during that time, I was going through some issues and some strongholds that were in my life, and some bondage that was in me that I could not break free from. But April of 2011, I was able to come down here and come to grips with reality, come to grips with the me of who I am, and be set free from those things. And my faith in God has blown up exponentially because of it. As a result of coming to Rewired and being a part of Lives Changed, I'm able to walk with God and be in His will, basically, be in His precepts that He has for me, much more and more. And these things abound each and every single day in my life because of my faith in Christ. And I know that, well, hold on. Speaking of faith, I have a car that drives itself. And so that's faith right there, because I have to not so much depend on the wheel as much anymore in traffic, but having faith to be able to just trust technology and trust the computer to do its thing. And that takes faith. Faith in God is great. Faith in technology, well, God will never fail. Technology, it can fail. And so when you have a car that drives itself, I get to kind of just sit back and enjoy the ride and do my own thing at 75 miles an hour and make this track all the way down here. But then there's some times I've got to, all right, keep your hand on the wheel, Chris, because it wants to, scream at me when my hand is not on the wheel. Anyway, have faith in the technology that cars provide. The fact that it drives itself and does its own thing, and I just get to kind of sit back and just whatever, read a book, I don't know, text, I don't know. I get to kind of sit back and do my own thing, but it's hard to, I'm so obviously accustomed to driving my car, and I can't on this one. I mean, obviously I can, and I do, but when I'm on a road trip like this, I get to just sit back and enjoy the ride. Same with life. Sit back and enjoy the ride and just be a part of whatever God's doing. Have faith more and more in what God is doing and how He's blessing me abundantly in all things right now. It's just good. It's just good. Let's go to Rewired. Okay, well, I'm here again. I love it. Oh, I just love it here. It's so great. But the downfall, I got my tent set up. I'm good to go there, and everything's going great. I've got to go find my people because I'm the only one that is actually staying in a tent. I camp out. Everybody else kind of does their own thing because they're losers. So this is the third year that we have not had our lanyards, and that really bothers me. It's like, you've got this extensive collection of all the lanyards that you have throughout the years. Oh, here's my people right here. And they don't have anything I want. So anyway. Okay, it's been a while. So I just got through eating. After I met up with my people, we went to the first tabernacle time, first worship time, which I'm pretty sure that's the first time that we've had one at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was just kind of wanting to go out and take some pictures and shoot some video when I found my group, and they're all en route to the tabernacle. I was like, well, where were y'all going? Well, we're going to worship. I was like, oh! My 12th year in a row, I should know the schedule by now. Anyway, so we did that, and then we ate. I've got to go run back to my tent before I get right back to the worship service. I don't ever leave my bag behind. There's like $6,000 worth of technology in my bag that I always have with me. And like I said, I was just gonna go out and take some pictures and stuff, so I left in my car real quick just because I knew I'd be back real soon. Well, I did not know that there was a worship service. And then we had to eat. So it's been kind of sitting out here with my sunroof open as we did 2 hours in worship and an hour of eating. My goodness. Okay, so I took my car back because I didn't want to have to drive it when we get out of worship tonight, which starts in 30 minutes. So I gotta walk this monument of a hill. And I just ate like a whole lot of brisket. So this is like tough because I'm old and fat and ugly and out of shape and decrepit. And this old man's gonna look at me because he's gonna want to know why I'm talking to myself. Oh my God. I asked him what the quickest way was to the tabernacle. He said this way. It could be, he might be right. I've been here before, once or twice, or 100 times, or 200 times. I don't know. I'm dying. I can't do this. Why did I leave my car behind? I love the sound of the water, especially at nighttime, and the sound of rushing water. It's like angels singing, or children singing Christmas carols. No, really, it's not anything like that. I made it back to the tabernacle. Holy monkey. That was a lot of walking. I don't want to do that again. I came out to go to the bathroom, and the going back in door is locked. So now I gotta walk out and back around. Oh, Father in heaven. Once you go out, you ain't going back in. All I did was go pee. Okay, so next is the worship that we do at nighttime, the tabernacle at nighttime for our Friday night. And it's gonna get loud here for a second, but Marshall Hall is here. I went and saw David Jeremiah several years ago. Marshall Hall was his guest singer for that event in Oklahoma City. He's here tonight, and we get to hear him sing. I think I'm gonna be dead by that point though. So at least I got his albums.
Playing the game of football. But the most violent game in my life today that I have to face is getting out of bed daily and going back out to life. Oh, you split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears were drowned in perfect love. You rescued me so
I was saying earlier that it's going to be a beautiful night to be able to camp out. And that's obviously different than last year because last year was, I don't know, we had this this cold snap that came through at the end of April, and like for some reason it got down to like 30 degrees at Rewired at nighttime. Well, I camp out every year. We've had a couple of years where it's been rainy. We've had some times where it's been kind of chilly, but we hadn't had a time like that when it was just that cold. And that's what happened last year. I was frigid. And so I woke up in the middle of the night, probably like 2:30 in the morning, and I gave up. I gave in. I could not sleep. And I went to my car and I fired up that heat and I just laid there in the back seat, curled up, and went to sleep almost instantly. And just, you know, left my car running and just went to sleep. It was so bad. Anyway, we've been quite lucky all these years. This is my 12th year of coming here, and we've been quite lucky all these years to be able to come down here and take advantage of great weather. Well, tonight's just another night. It's going to be about 60 at night. So I'm really thankful. I'm going to go back to my tent. I got a special, just special. Tonight's been great. So far, it's been great. I'm stoked. I got these new little lights. They're like little light bulbs, little plastic LED light bulbs. And I bought them a couple months ago. I said, oh, I'm gonna use those at Rewired. Put them in my tent, and they're just little portable light bulbs that are LED. I just turn them on. So I got one. They came in a 4-pack, and I bought this one and to have on me as I walk back. And then I left 3 in my tent that are hanging, up above like ceiling fixtures. So it's kind of cool. I'll show you how those work. But anyway, I'm gonna take advantage of the walk. So every year I stay at Price Falls. It's right here when you come into Falls Creek on the low road. You enter at Price Falls. The sound you're hearing, and right next to me, is those falls, Price Falls. These are the sounds of the rushing waters that I sleep right next to every year. I can't put it into words how amazing this is to be out here in pitch black, pitch darkness, with the sounds of the rushing waters.